All right. Good rising, you guys. This is the Pretty Coach Oracles here. It's Naeem Shakam. I am standing up because I have a lot of energy right now. I pulled a lot of cards, as you can probably see. I am in the process of actually pulling clarifying cards, but I'm going to pose. So I'm going to put that on pause. I'm going to put it on pause really quickly while I just kind of talk about what's going on here. So this is the rising reading I'm going to record today. I also have plans to record the general um, 2020 forecast. It may be today. If it's not today, it will be Tuesday. Okay. But anyway, excuse me. So I'm going to hop into the overall energies that we got, talk about all the cards, the foundational cards that came out first, and then I'll go in and I'm going to talk about the messages as I'm calling out everything, okay? Because we got a lot of energy here and I really need to get through this. So, um, yeah, I don't even know where to begin. So let's go ahead and get started. We got Jupiter here at the bottom of the deck of the energetic cards here. Jupiter. So I was just wondering what energies were going to be affecting this reading. Jupiter is about spiritual expansion, spiritual growth, abundance, um, optimism, faith, all these types of things, blessings. So yeah, there are big changes coming in this department. Okay, first for those of us on an individualistic level, and then also on a broader scale and for a bigger picture. Okay, with the Uranus card showing itself. Um, I want to say that one of the messages I got is that this has a lot to do with Aquarius energy because if I'm not mistaken, Uranus is the planet that rules Aquarius, okay? And this is Aquarians are very much so about being individuals, okay? They're about being true to who they are, marching to the beat of their own drum, okay? So I definitely feel like a lot of Aquarian energy is going to be in this, but if not more, the most important thing is about big, big changes, okay? On physical or individual, excuse me, level and worldwide. Okay, so that's the energy that I get from that. Now, I did have a card when I was trying to clarify some of the other cards over here that flew out in this area, and I was led to leave it there. And it is the Three of Cups in reverse. Um, right now, I'm gonna go ahead and get my notes really quick because and upon first glance, I felt like that could deal with the fact that maybe some type of reunion either is delayed or won't be happening. But my spirit told me that that's not what it means here. So I'm just going to go get my notes real quick. And we're going to see what the Three of Cups can deal with in reverse. Actually, I said I was going to do this quickly, but I just realized that I don't have the same, I'm not connected to my same iPhone thingy. So for some reason, I feel like the Three of Cups in reverse has everything to do with something good or something really positive here. But I'm gonna go see if I can find it. Let me press pause really quick. Okay, you guys. So it is the Pretty Coach, and I'm back. I was able to locate the notes on what the Three of Cups in reverse could mean, and it could deal with the end of a third party situation. And it could also deal with departures. It can deal with someone leaving from a connection of all kinds. This could deal with work, okay? This can deal with relationships also of all kinds, family, friends, romantic partners, okay? But yeah, I think with this coming out over here, this to me has a great deal to do with what this big change is about, what the blessings and the abundance and the spiritual expansion has to do with, okay? The ending of a third party circumstance as well as somebody leaving something, okay? This is going to be a big change for them. Moving on. So while I was paused, because it took me a little minute, I went ahead and still did all of the clarifying cards. I went ahead and finished that. But anyway, some of the main cards that we pulled today, it was four, okay? Those four cards were the Three of Wands, which is about somebody waiting on their efforts. Somebody could have been waiting on messages, waiting on someone to return to them or something to return to them. This could also be waiting on the efforts and the seeds that they've planted, waiting on the work that they've put in to a specific entity or person, some noun, person, place, thing, or idea that they are passionate about. They're waiting to see the results of that, okay? Waiting on their ships to come in. So the next card that came out, the second card to follow this Three of Wands energy is the Chariot, which the Wands is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarian energy. Chariot is Cancer energy. But basically, it looks like somebody can expect their, I want to say, rewards. Rewards are coming, and it looks like they're coming very quickly. Okay. I did clarify the Three of Wands, so I'm gonna, and the Hierophant, and the Chariot. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about those cards now. When clarifying the Three of Wands, the first three cards that wound up coming out, not first three, I'm sorry, the first two cards that came out, we got six altogether, by the way. Yeah. I saw these two cards. It's the Eight of Wands and the Nine of Swords. Okay, Nine of Swords is all about anxiety. It's about depression. But for me, this anxiety, what I feel like it could be coming from, it's it's a roller coaster ride, emotionally and mentally for that matter. But I feel like this is good. It's possibly good. I feel like that somebody is expecting some type of quick communication. It could be via text messages, computer, telephone, radio, music, whatever. There's some type of communication that will be coming, and very quickly, okay? But someone, for some reason, has some type of anxious energy surrounding these messages. This is the Wands energy, so this is fire energy. This is passionate communication. This is also going to be sudden, and it's going to be quick, okay? And someone could be really anxious about that. You could have some idea about it. You could know. You could have thoughts flying around your head about when it's going to happen. How is it going to happen? And this is where the anxiety could be coming from for some of you guys, okay? The next two cards that came out, the swords deal with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarian energy. So again, remember, I did tell you guys that I feel like with Uranus showing up here, and I do believe Uranus deals with Aquarian energy or whatever, or it's the planetary influence for the sign of Aquarius. I do feel like this is going to really apply to those who are under the Aquarian influence, okay? Anyways, that's thoughts and that's ideas and that's communication, even if it's just internal. Moving on. Okay, so someone could be experiencing, I just heard this, so I have to say it. Somebody could be experiencing anxiety about reaching out, anxiety about sending a message, okay? But I do believe the message is going to come. The next two cards that came out were the Moon and the Four of Cups. The Moon is Pisces energy, could be Cancer or Scorpio or water sign energy, but this is also about secrets being revealed. This is about emotional possible turmoil, but I don't feel like this is emotional turmoil. Not with this Four of Cups being right here. I feel like emotions have been stabilized. Okay, I feel like it's been done through meditation, through getting centered and with oneself here, okay? And so there are going to be things that are going to be brought to the surface, brought out, right, okay, or brought forth. And it's going to be for the purpose of creating some form of stability spiritually, first of all, because cups deal with the spiritual, but they can also deal with emotional, anything. I wanted to say emotional baggage. So for some people, someone could have cleared emotional baggage, or someone could have gotten just things organized, okay, with their emotional state of being. This person is calm. This person is at peace. I also feel like this Pisces, because it could be a Pisces for sure, with the cups being here, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, and then we got the Moon card for sure. Heavy emotional stuff here. This is very weighty emotionally, but I feel like somebody has gotten that under control. And I feel like with regarding whatever this was about, someone could have taken a break. Someone could have said, hey, we need to take a break because I need to sort these things out, whatever the case may be. But it's been sorted. I feel that's the vibe I get with this. Someone's more at peace here. Okay. But yeah, those are the cards that came out following the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Wands. So the next two cards that wound up coming up were the Queen of Wands, excuse me, followed by the Five of Wands. So as you can already see, this is a lot of fire sign energy. The wands deal with fire element, passion, excitement, ideas, creativity. Okay. It also can deal with lust. It can deal with power. It can deal with willpower, things like that. But these cards are about the fact that it seems like conflict. Somebody stirring up conflict. This could be gossip. This could be conflict of just the person's internal, okay? But I feel like it could deal with a woman, or it could be surrounding a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries woman, possibly. Um, or someone could be seeing this woman as someone who stirred up conflict, or this is who the conflict at some point in time surrounded, okay? The Five of Wands is also, for me, the card about conflict that brings about a change, okay? So I feel like this conflict is definitely in regards to this person, this Queen of Wands energy. However, this could also deal with the fact that there could be a Queen of Wands who is experiencing some conflict right now, okay? Possibly having anxiety about receiving some form of message or communication from someone that she has very deep emotional connections with, okay? Someone who she could have secretly been holding or whatever to herself, but now those things have come out during a period of meditation, okay? And now she has conflict that she may have had surrounding a decision that she needed to take, a decision that she needed to make, rather, excuse me. Now she's gained whatever. The conflict could have been what's helped her to take some type of action, okay? Also, in this conflict, it seems that she's become more confident. In this conflict, it has brought about a shift or a change in her that's made her more confident, that's made her feel like, okay, I need to take action. And in doing that, she looks more attractive to more than one person. Okay, so that's the energy that we had gotten for there, clarifying the Three of Wands. Okay. For the Chariot, so Chariot talks about it could deal with a new car coming in. It could also deal with forward movement. It's progression. It's integration of life lessons. Okay, so when it comes to integration, just to put it in even more layman terms for me, this is all about application of wisdom. Okay, that's what the Chariot card for me is about. So once we've learned some things, harsh lessons, or once we've gone through some lessons or some schooling or whatever, when the Chariot comes to test. The Chariot comes to see, okay, are you going to integrate what you have learned, or are you going to flop here? Basically, when the Chariot shows up, I usually feel like integration is taking place, it's about to take place, or it has. Okay, it has. So, with that being said, the three cards that came out to clarify the Chariot were the Page of Wands, more Wands energy. This is someone who can expect a passionate message coming in. Okay, for some of you guys, I think that you guys, if you're like me, you could have experienced the fact that you're going to hear from someone that you care about, or you're going to hear from someone who they're going to stir some form of creativity up in you, some form of excitement. Okay, wands also definitely deal with sexual energy. Okay, so there's a lot of wands going on in this particular reading. So I am going to say that some of us who this reading is going to resonate with, which I'm sure is a lot of fire energy. So, and I also see a lot of Leo and Cancer, and a lot of air signs in this chart. So you guys could have Leo, Gemini, you can have Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You can have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces energy. Okay, there is one earth element here, or maybe two, because you can see the Devil card as an earth energy as well. However, oh, my bad. Yeah, there's a lot of earth here that's showing up too. So we've got all the elements, okay? But the point I'm making is somebody has received some word, or somebody is literally going to receive messages, and these messages are going to be about forward movement, progress. Okay, I do feel like for those of you who've been waiting on business dealings or enterprise or messages about some type of creative work, you're going to get ready to receive those messages, and they're going to be talking about, it's a green light, it's a go, we're ready to work together. Okay, for others of you where this is literally an emotional relationship, you could be getting ready to hear from someone, and that person is going to come in letting you know that they are ready to move forward and with you. Also with the Chariot, I get empire. So you guys could be getting ready to build an empire, or whoever this is a person who is on the mission to build an empire. Okay, That's the Page of Wands energy. Messages are coming in. That is for certain. Okay. The next card that came out following the Page of Wands is yet another Swords card, and it is the Eight of Swords. Okay, right over here we had the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Wands. Here we've got the Eight of Swords and the Page of Wands. Okay. Also, I want to say about the Page of Wands. Pages deal with messages, yes, communication, but I also feel like they could deal with a person who seems very childlike. Okay. And I just feel like this person is going to come in. They are going to have like this boyish charm, or they're going to be a young lady who she's just like kind of carefree, very spunky, straight shooter. But they're going to have that fire energy, but it may not be so tamed. Okay. So just know that. I don't know why I felt the need to say that, but just know that. I feel like for some of us, the way that these messages came in were spiritual as well, even though, so you guys could have been out in nature when you heard it, or you could have been in some type of element, okay? Earth element. Moving on. Eight of Swords here in the reverse, might I add. This talks about, it could deal with death and fatality, but I don't feel like that's what this is about. I feel that this is about coming out of this place of mental blockage. This is about coming out of a place of confusion. It's about coming out of a place of people, places, things, ideas, causing you to feel mentally stuck and therefore physically stuck, okay? You no longer feel like you don't know what to do. You're coming out of confusion here, okay? And the last and final card, which I asked specifically on this card, what was the best possible outcome? And I feel like this is also this is in regards to a commitment of some sort, okay? One that is a divine spiritual union, okay? This is a union that brought about major changes in the lives of those who this is reading is going to resonate with, okay? With the Hierophant showing up here. I feel like this is a spiritual union. So yeah, please excuse me. I had to take a lot of my breath. So before I move on, I do want to talk about these cards here that I've got going down the middle. They are also bottoms of the decks that I use. So this is the bottom of the main deck that I use. It is the Nine of Pentacles at this time, okay? So what this makes me feel like is that somebody is in this period of being single, okay? Somebody could be in, and this could be both parties involved, or this could be just one person, particularly the feminine in here. But this person has become single, and they've had to either, they're gonna, okay, if this has not already happened, it's getting ready to happen, where you're going to be single, okay, and you're going to really be focused on just taking care of yourself, meeting your own needs financially, spiritually, and any other way, like creating stability and things for yourself, which I feel like this lingam stone, it represents grounding, okay? And I feel as though this is what this Nine of Pentacles energy is about. Whoever this is going to be focusing on grounding themselves, okay? Right underneath that, I do see the Knight of Cups and the Moon again, okay? So what that tells me is that somebody is coming in, and they're going to be coming in quick, and they're coming in about an apology or about their feelings, okay? And it could be a mixture of both. They're going to be revealing secrets, I feel like. They're going to be pouring out their feelings and emotions. So yeah, but this is going to be to a person who's probably single at this time and currently really just focusing on self-care, okay? But the Nine of Pentacles is a woman who is going to be, this is a wealthy person, okay? So I just want to go on record by saying, even if you do not have this wealth yet, tangibly, you are a woman of wealth. Like, you can create this, okay? But I do feel like this is something that is on the heart and mind of some of the ladies who are a part of this, okay? Or the men for that matter. You could be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo energy. Moving on. Now, one of the other clarifying decks that I used, and this was the deck I used to clarify the Devil card, which we're about to get to. The bottom of the deck of that was the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands, which is a progression from the Eight of Wands, first of all, but the Nine of Wands deals with overcoming obstacles, okay? Overcoming challenges, all right? So I definitely feel like this person, it could be this Nine of Pentacles lady, or maybe just both people, or because I do feel like this could be a relational union too, but even if it's not, however this could resonate, somebody is overcoming a lot of challenges here, okay? Somebody has really had to stand in the face of adversity, and even though they have been hurt, like I hear the whole thing for Job, though you slay me, yet will I trust you type energy. It's like, I'm going through hell, I've been through a lot, I'm hurting mentally, I don't know if I have what it takes to get through this shit, but I'm going to trust and I'm going to stand. So this is to me about faith as well. This is about optimism as well. Though I should technically be wanting to give up, though I'm really, really hurting right now and I am really struggling and I don't know if I'm going to make it, I'm going to continue to try anyway. It's about valiance, okay? Strength here. Underneath that card, I saw the Tower. So I feel like this energy, this is about somebody who's really gone through a lot. There were some things that shook them to their core. It changed the course of their life, okay? And yet and still they had a sense of valiance. They had a sense of wanting to stand through it all, handle like this. For some people, they wanted to remain in a passionate connection. They were holding on to the idea possibly that a breakup would come back together after a period of time, because the Nine of Wands could also indicate that people have broken up with one another for the purpose of eventually coming back together, even if they don't know this about themselves, okay? But for some people, you guys could have a Tower moment could have taken place where it's like, look, we need to go our separate ways. We need to heal because I'm hurting. My mind can't take any more of this conflict. This needs to be the end right now. And so there was an ending that seemed to be catastrophic for some people, okay? There was a decision that needed to be made because of some dissatisfaction, okay? And we also see the Three of Wands. Again, I'm going to stop there, but yeah, there was somebody that was dissatisfied in a connection, unhappy, not able to really clearly see the cup that was being presented from the divine, okay, because of some things that they were emotionally unfulfilled and unsettled with, okay? But I do feel like, again, that has been changed around. Moving on, the last and final card, the deck that I used to clarify even some of the clarifying cards that we use to clarify the devil, the bottom of the deck was the sun. Okay. I didn't say the signs for this. The wands is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius energy. And this is for me, for sure, fire sign energy, but this is the Leo. This is Leo because this is the planet that, or I'm sorry, this is the star or what have you that, or the planet. I don't remember no more. I'm lost. Forgive me, guys, for the brain fart. But the sun deals with Leo. Okay. So I definitely feel like it's a Leo who has this sense of expectancy. Okay. This sense of reward that's coming in, this sense of knowing that the seeds that they have planted are literally getting ready to come for them. Oh my God. And at the behind that is the star card. The star card is about miracles, but it's also the card of Aquarius. Okay. So there are some Leos who could be dealing with an Aquarius. It could be anywhere in someone's sign. And then we've got Temperance here. This is divine union for me. And then with beyond that, we've got the Three of Pentacles. That's about collaborations. That's about teamwork. That's about working together. Okay. I'm going to stop right there because I could go on, because underneath that was the Knight of Pentacles. So that was telling me that, this could be a slow and steady build once this reunion takes place, once this miracle occurs for this potential Leo. But the sun also deals with healing for sure. And it also deals with clarity. Okay. So a lot of clarity is coming in for some of you guys. It could be the way that some of you guys found out that, oh, you can expect to hear from someone that you're committed to or someone that you are married to or what have you. I don't know how it goes, or, because the Hierophant could also deal with just spiritual guidance, spiritual leadership, some type of spiritual message that's coming for you, okay? It also deals with tradition. So it also deals with school, okay? However this may resonate with you, you guys could be receiving messages about things like school, higher learning, higher education, like I said, marriage and commitment, and or a spiritual affair, okay? A spiritual matter. But anyways, the sun brings clarity to that. The sun is also about being true to self, okay? Authenticity. This is also about happiness. The sun indicates assured success here, okay? So that's some really great energy coming out. Now let's go ahead and hop into the last and final card. Well, no, it's not the last card. Let's hop into the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups came out following the Chariot card, okay? So this definitely tells me that this is some energy coming up from the past, possibly. This could be someone's ex coming in. This could be a childhood friend coming in, a connection that's going to be restored in that way, okay? But you guys know that because I did see the Hierophant, I do feel like this is a connection that requires or that deals with a lot of commitment, specifically a marital agreement. So somebody's coming back from the past. It could be an ex. Somebody could have been divorced. Somebody could have been like, we're separated, okay? But whatever this was, it was a past connection. I also feel like the way that it happened, there was some type of childhood innocence to it, or there was a purity or an innocence surrounding the union with the Six of Cups, because that's what the Six of Cups deals with, okay? Also, I feel like there were childhood issues that were involved in this connection, okay? Moving on, when I asked for Spirit to help me to clarify, I got the Wheel of Fortune, but it came out sideways. And for those who follow this channel, you already know that when I see a card that comes out sideways, it is not that this is not going to happen. So I'm going to read it the way that it would be upright, but I'm going to talk about the fact that it coming out sideways makes me feel as though this is something that it's delayed, but it's going to happen, okay? So anyways, the abundance, this is a card of abundance. This is a card of cycles ending. This is a card of forward movement. This is a card of destiny, of fate, of an appointed time, okay? So yeah, it's still being delayed right now, and I feel like there's still some issues to work out. There could be a mother involved, or an older woman who keeps order and what have you, very nurturing, very loving, or what have you, that this person could be responsible for at this time, okay? Because I see the Ten of Wands as responsibility here. So somebody feels like they're obligated to this Queen of Pentacles energy, okay? A Queen of Pentacles could be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. This could be anywhere in the sign, in someone's chart, excuse me. And the Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarian energy. But it's mostly about responsibility. And that somebody's responsibility seems like they're overworked, they're tired, it's a burden for them, okay? So that was one of the things that came. So right now, this person is still holding on to this burden. Right now, this person is still trying to keep I feel like maybe their commitments to this Queen of Pentacles energy. Like I said, it could be a mother figure here, okay? But it doesn't have to be. It could be another person, another woman, that they have established some type of stability and security with, okay? The last and final card that came out is the Three of Cups in the upright here. So to me, I'm going to go out on a limb to say that this is someone who could have been a part of the third party situation here. Like, remember, we had the Three of Cups, but in the reverse, right? So that was saying that someone was going to leave. Well, the reason why this can't happen just yet, why this abundance and this fate and this destiny can't be turned up right just yet, but it is coming, is because it's looking like what they're showing me with this Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands and the Three of Cups here, is that this third party situation is still going on right now. Okay. Also, if that's not the case, this could also deal with the fact that another understanding I'm getting is that there is a Queen of Pentacles energy who may need to take on more responsibility before this reunion can take place, okay? Could be the same energy as the Nine of Pentacles female. Or in fact, it could be that this male here with the Ten of Wands could just be, I don't know, like stalling. Like they could see this as too much work to reach out to this Queen of Pentacles. But it looks like a reunion is definitely going to take place, though, with this coming out as the last card, which is like my outcome card and everything like that. So reunion will take place. It's destiny. It is fated. Even though right now there's a blockage. There's a blockage right now. So that's going to create a delay. So moving on to the Devil, which is the last and final card, and I'm going to get out of you guys' way. The Devil energy. That's about issues that haven't been resolved. That's about sexual issues, being overly sexual, okay? That's about childhood sexual activities, molestation, rape, things like that. That is about addiction, okay? Drugs of all sorts. Food is a drug, okay? So overeating, not eating enough. This is about attachments, soul ties. This is also, for me, definitely representative of karmic situations here, okay? Karma and it's not just any type of karma. This is the karma where you wouldn't want this. This is where a situation, someone has not learned their lesson yet. This is also Capricorn energy, okay? So when I asked Spirit to help me to clarify the Devil energy, like, okay, so what was going on with the Devil energy? What it's looking like happened here was that so we got 4 cards that came out. Let me just say all 4 cards and then I'll break them down one by one because all of them got clarified too. We had the first card was the 10 of doggone swords. So we know that there was a betrayal that took place. It was within a new love connection. It was something that was brand spanking new, but it was from the divine. And then there was a departure. Okay. Someone left abruptly, cut this connection right off very quickly. It could have been a Piscean energy with the hanged man here. Okay. They left the connection and then they went into this solitude. Okay. They went into trying to think for themselves, trying to gather a new perspective about what was going on. Okay. With the 10 of swords energy, this is still that air sign quality. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, the Ace of Cups. We've got Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Okay. I definitely feel like with the hangman being the last card to clarify the devil, this is Piscean energy. There could be Capricorn in a very important place as well in this person's chart. Okay. So yeah, the 10 of swords is about betrayal. So when we went and again, these two cards, the first two cards being the Ace of Cups and the 10 of Swords, I definitely feel like this was a betrayal when it came to emotional. Okay, this was an emotional betrayal. Again, I definitely feel like this is about love here. Okay, now with it being a third party situation, it's looking like, you know, there was a mom that could have been involved in this, or just another woman, an older woman. Okay. Moving on, someone who was nurturing, somebody who kept order in the house. They knew how the house was supposed to go. They knew how the house was supposed to be run, and they did that, you know, and they were great at that. And so somebody was used to that. Somebody felt safe with that, and that's what they chose, possibly over a brand new relationship that they knew it was so new. Like, you know, we have no idea where this could go. But this is stable, this is secure. So there was a betrayal when it came to this newness. Now, moving on. When I asked Spirit to help me to clarify the 10 of Swords, the first two cards to come out of the deck were the Ace of Wands and the Seven of Wands. Okay. So for me, I felt like this new passionate beginning. There was sex involved, very passionate sex. Oh my God. It was amazing. Okay. But the point is that this person was still somehow very guarded by this new connection. Though they were getting it on, it could have been both people that were being guarded or just one person. I do feel like it could have been the male in this connection, but nevertheless, it's looking like somebody could have been extremely guarded. Even though they slept together, they did what they did together, there was passion, there was chemistry. Okay. There was a lot of creativity when these two came together. Somebody was still on the defensive and on guard. Okay. And they kept their block up. At some point in time, this connection became, it seemed like it was like too much to bear. Okay. Too much responsibility. Okay. Someone could have been guarded against the fact that another person wasn't taking enough responsibility. But I really feel like somebody felt like this new relationship put them in this place where it was too much responsibility for them. Okay. And somehow the betrayal came out of that. With the Ace of Cups, the two cards to first come out, we also had another six here. 222. So I want to say some of you guys could be seeing a lot of fives. You could be seeing a lot of threes. You could also be seeing a lot of twos at this time. Okay. So yeah, the first two cards to come out were the Death card and the Ace of Swords. The Death card being in reverse. So this for me, this was about the fact that this doggone connection right here, though there was betrayal involved and all that kind of stuff, somebody hasn't been able to move on. It could be the fact that someone has not changed, but that was not the energy I got. I feel like someone is not supposed to move forward, okay? And that's the reason why that has not changed. This could also deal with stalemate connections, but I don't think that. With the Ace of Swords coming out, I truly feel like somebody got a message that brought them, and it was from the divine, that let them know that this situation wasn't dead, and that, yeah, there's some changes that I feel like and transformations that have occurred, and that still may be a little blocked, if you will. But in the end, I feel like there's some type of divine insight that came in where this person, it's like you're not supposed to let go of this person, or you're not supposed to move on from this person. Okay. Or at least not at this time. The next two cards that came out were the Four of Cups, which we saw again at one of these bottom of the decks, and the Three of Swords. Okay. So somebody was experiencing some form of heartbreak, or maybe someone hasn't experienced any transformation truly because they still haven't spoken their truth or something of the sort. Okay. Somebody was dissatisfied in this connection as well, possibly with the Four of Cups revealing itself. Again, this is that energy where somebody was dissatisfied. They were unhappy in a connection, really emotionally. So that messed up everything. They were all over the place and they were really missing. I feel like I really want to just say they were missing the point of the connection itself, okay? And this is ultimately what led to them to confusion. It has what led to despair. It has what led to mental alienation and heartbreak. Hmm. The last and final cards I saw here is the Queen of Wands again coming out and the Four of Pentacles, but in the reverse. So the Queen of Wands, I feel like this person, the Queen of Wands, it could be, is holding on, or she could have been holding on to a situation that she shouldn't, or she might need to let go, or she may have decided finally to let go of a connection that she was holding on to before. Hold on, guys. I'm checking for the Four of Pentacles in reverse energy. So the four of Pentacles in reverse can deal with suspense, delay, and opposition. So this could be that the Queen of Wands experienced a lot of opposition. And that makes a lot of sense, which could also deal with the fact that that could go back up to the death energy and why some things haven't transformed or something, or why this person could not move on. I feel like with the whole delay, suspension, yada yada yada, I feel as though this opportunity, or this opportunity to experience a resurgence in this love has been delayed because somebody was holding on to this connection with the Four of Cups. They weren't understanding that healing, they needed to take time to heal themselves, emotionally speaking. That's what I feel like happened, and it feels like it could have been the Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius female. It could be flipped. Let it resonate as it may. This could only be a reading for me. Moving on. The next card that came out to clarify the devil energy was the Knight of Wands. As you remember, I said that somebody basically left the situation really, really quick. Okay. They straight up bounced on somebody. All right. So now, though, this could also indicate that somebody is ready to take very swift action, passionate action towards something. Okay. They could be leaving, they could be taking a flight, they could be moving, literally up and moving. So, these are also six cards. So some people could be seeing six, 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 or a lot of sixes, whatever the case may be. But the first two cards to come out to clarify this Knight of Wands energy, like I said, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarian energy. The first card is the Strength card. The second is the Two of Wands. Strength for me is usually Leo and Virgo together. Okay, so you could be a Leo, Virgo cusper, which is going to be what I would say, like from August 19th through the 23rd. That's just my own personal guess. Don't hold me to it. But you could be a Leo, Virgo, cusper. Moving on. The Two of Wands, but the Strength card, before I move on, the Strength card is about overcoming challenges and overcoming obstacles as well, and more so within oneself. This is about the higher self leading the way and helping to tame the lower nature. And I feel like with the Strength card coming up, this was a decision that somebody needed to make, and they made it, I think. So that's great news, and it happened very quickly. This is definitely fire sign energy. With the Two of Wands, somebody needed to make a decision, possibly between two different people or two different walks of life or two different ideas altogether. Okay, and in making that decision, they have shown their strength, basically. Okay, the next two cards that came out, Chariot again and the Five of Wands, but in the reverse this time. So I'm definitely getting the vibe that this is about that queen over here, that Queen of Wands energy, that Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius female. Because if you do not recall, guys, remember the Three of Wands energy that first had came in. This was about conflict at first. Conflict that could have brought about a change, or conflict that caused this Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius woman, or it doesn't have to be just Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius woman, but it caused this woman to have to take some form of action. Okay. Now we've got her with the Chariot energy and the Five of Wands in the reverse, which I feel like is the end of this conflict. Okay. And now, not only is it the end of the conflict, it's like those lessons that were brought on, those lessons that were taught through the conflict, the wisdom that came from that was actually being applied. Okay. And guess what? Lead to it looks like it's going to lead to a divine union, a divine partnership, and it's one where this person wasn't always sure about it. Okay. With the Two of Wands in reverse, that tells me that, first of all, this woman, or this person for that matter, is now sure about this connection. Okay. That's what that says to me. Whoa, that is amazing. That is amazing. With the Two of Cups, could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy here. Okay. So we got a lot of fire and water in this particular, and a little bit of air with the Two of Swords being in the reverse. The Two of Swords is about doubt. It's about not being sure about something. It's about an emotional decision it's about an intellectual decision that needs to be made, but emotions have kind of messed up the logic and the reasoning. And so therefore someone doesn't make a choice, or someone chooses to sit still, okay, and takes no action whatsoever. That's that energy of not making a choice really being the choice that you made. I don't know if that made sense. But anyways, now with that being in the reverse, it's like you came out of that, okay? And that actually is beautiful because it goes back up to the Strength card here with the Two of Wands in the upright. That's about the fact that somebody finally got the type of clarity that they needed to make a decision. Okay. So that is beautiful energy, and it's going to lead them to their union where there's mutual everything. There's a balance here. There's give and take. We mutually respect one another. We mutually are attracted to one another. I genuinely want to be around you. You are my friend. You are my companion. Okay. Whatever the case may be. And again, this soulmate union can be with family, friends, or romantic partner, because this is very general. So the last and final card that came out was the I have to say it. It's the Pisces card with the Hanged Man here, okay? So the next card that came out to clarify those, we got three this time. And it was the Knight of Wands yet again, followed by the King of Swords. So I feel like there is an Aquarian, Gemini, or a Libran man who is going to be taking very, very, very swift action. He could also have Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius in a very influential part, or it doesn't have to be that. This person is moving very quickly. They are inspired. They are driven. They are focused to leave from some type of situation. It looks like they have gotten the clarity that they needed after this long period of solitude. I also feel like this person could have followed the crowd for a little bit of time, but that I feel like is over. Okay. This person has gotten the clarity that they needed. They're ready to make controlled decisions. Okay. But they've got some fire under them. They've got some passion in them. So that's really beautiful energy. And it's looking like this is the person who it could have been at one time that they felt bound. They felt mentally conflicted. They could have experienced some form of manipulation. Okay. I'm going to want to pull one more card. And just so I don't mess up this deck, I'm going to pull from here. Spirit, please help us. What is give me another card to clarify this Hanged Man energy here. I was going to say the best possible outcome, please. So give us the best possible outcome of this Hangman energy and tell us more about this King of Swords. Look at this. The World card. It technically came up like this, but I'm pretty sure that this is the way it's supposed to be, okay? Or it doesn't have to be the case yet. For some people, this could be present or past energy, okay? So I'm going to read both ways. With the World card being in reverse, it could mean that somebody is still stagnant right now. And the reason that they could be stagnant, which is what's going to affect this Eight of Swords energy, could be because they're still experiencing some form of manipulation, okay? They could still be feeling like, oh, I can't move forward right now, possibly because I have too much responsibility, okay? If they're dealing with a mother, or if they're dealing with someone who was like a mother to them, or another woman, or if you can flip the roles if you need to, if they're dealing with someone who they feel obligated to and responsible for, at this time, this could be what is mentally blocking them, okay? or what was mentally blocking them. Because again, I do feel like with the King of Swords energy and the Knight of Wands, either this person wants to take action and they have not yet, or this person has gotten the clarity that they needed and they're going to take action. Okay. So again, that's one way of understanding this, that the reason that they're stagnant and not making any movement and feeling confused and experiencing manipulation and emotional possible abuse is because they have not yet broken this cycle. Okay. However, when I turned it right side up, I feel like with the world card talks about the ending of a cycle and a leveling up of sorts. Okay. So, I want to say that the 21st day of December was probably very important for them. This card has the number 21 on it. Okay. It may have been somehow very significant. 21 could be significant. Okay. To some of you guys. Spirit, let's get one more. At this time, I'm looking at the Ace of Pentacles, which talks about a new beginning in business, enterprise, also in contracts, okay? So some of you guys could be, and contracts deal with soulmate unions with that Two of Cups energy. You guys have a contract with one another for some of those who this applies to a union with, okay? Spirit, give us some more cards to clarify, to continue telling the story of this Hanged Man here. Look at this. I'm not playing. The Lover's card. That's about harmony. That's about union. That's a divine partnership for sure, okay? Let's get one more to close this out, Spirit. The Three of Swords. It looks like somebody could experience some heartbreak, okay? Oop, and look at this. Look at this. The Death card comes out and in the upright. So what that tells me is that there could be someone who could possibly be in a third party situation right now, or they're in this period of heartbreak, okay, surrounding the lovers. There could be a Gemini involved as well with this situation, but somebody is involved in a situation where right now they're being heartbroken. They're experiencing this mental alienation, feeling like they're by themselves, also feeling very confused, okay? But that's all getting ready to change with the Death card being here in the upright. Transformation is going to take place. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck right now. Wow. Four of Wands. So it's looking like after this energy clears up for some of you guys, for some people, again, this could have already taken place. And for others, this is about to happen. But when it does, someone is going to be offering a stable, secure home. Okay, with the Chariot card being here, I know some of you guys you could be looking to build a home. You could be looking to purchase a new home and get a car. I feel like with the Four of Wands showing up, which is also the 1111 card, so you guys could be seeing that. This could also be very much a part of a 144,000, what I call them, or a BKA, the twin flame union. This could also definitely be all up and through that energy. And look at this. After people come home and they reestablish a firm foundation after these changes in transformation energy, this is Scorpio, okay? So I feel like someone's probably knowing that they're going to have to break up with another connection that they've been holding on to or that they've been a part of, okay? That they felt like has been a soulmate or they felt has been a part of a divine union. They may already know, I'm going to have to end this, okay? I'm going to have to end this. But if not, someone could be heartbroken because they're not currently with their lover. They're not currently with the person that they want to build this home with and that they want to have this 10 of Pentacles energy with. The 10 of Pentacles is about a family, building a home together. It's about having your parents are in a harmony with this union. You are in harmony with your spouse, and the way that you guys come together, you can make money together and you are in love with one another. You have a family, you have a home, you have properties, okay? That's what I get with that when I see the 10 of Pentacles. That's also my card of ancestor approved relationships. So I think this has been a beautiful reading. This has been the Rising reading today, you guys. I pray that it resonated with some of you guys. Before I go, let me go ahead and pull the cards that this may most resonate with at this time. I'm hearing to pull 4. We'll see what Spirit does anyway, but I'm going to be going for just 4. And the 4 cards that come out quickly and flip over and all that kind of stuff, those will be the signs that this is going to resonate most with. And again, these signs can be anywhere in your chart. Thank you, Spirit. Scorpio, first one to fly out of the deck. Okay, and there we go. So what do we have here? We got Cancer, Gemini, Scorpio, and we got Virgo. Gonna look at the bottom of the deck because I just always do that. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Aries. So that has been the Rising reading today, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel and you have not subscribed, please do so, you guys, okay? And also make sure to hit the notification bell. If you ever want to book a private reading, you can also do so at theprettycoachoracles.com. I love you guys with the love of the Most High. Bye.